He was like this once a day.
Tom, there's a phone call for you.
Hi. Yeah, you got that gift. Oh yeah, you know what that means. You don't know what that means? I hate to put this in words, but you are a past president, and there is going to be a past president meeting. That's right, that's what the gifts are all about.
This just in. Santa Cruz Rotary has a new president. District 5170 has finished elections. Tom Foster has won the presidency.
Okay.
Are we off? Holy Tom Foster? Seriously, what do you guys think of Tom? You know him. He's a I don't need a drink. I need some freaking heroin. Hey, we're off, right? We're off, right? This is Brian Williams with the Evening News. Controversy brewing in Santa Cruz. President-elect Tom Foster missing in action. We're going to our affiliate KSUN in Sun Valley, Idaho. Is Sunny Slopes there? Sunny?
Thank you, Brian. I'm Sunny Slopes reporting to you with KSUN live from Sun Valley, Idaho. My fellow reporter Ty Knott and I were able to meet some people who knew Tom Foster. Named Tom Foster, who skied here a few weeks last year.
Yeah, I remember him. All he talks about is how he's going to be president of Rotary. That's the only thing he'd talk about.
Oh man, is that all?
Yep, that's all.
Foster, huh? Let me think. Oh, you mean Mr. President?
Yeah.
Was he a guy that I think he was in Rotary or something?
Yes, he was.
Oh my gosh, that guy. I rode lifts with him several times, and he started telling me that he was going to be the president of Rotary, and that I could just start referring to him as Mr. President, because he's going to do so many great things with Rotary Club of Santa Cruz. In fact, he even tried to recruit me, and I live here. I thought it was hilarious, but, you know, we tried to, have some common ground on some other things, but he wanted to talk about Rotary and wanted to try to start his own little club up here in Sun Valley. It was crazy, but man, every time I talked to that guy, it was all about Rotary and how he was going to be the president.
I'm Patty, Patio Furniture. Yeah, I kind of did. Well, there was a lot of dogs running around. And you see, I just saw Charlie running around with the others, so I took him and I returned him to him, and I saw Tom Foster and I gave him to him, and he said just to call him Mr. President Foster. He was going to be the president already.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, it was nice to meet you, Patty. Yes, Shirley, you jest. You can call me Shirley. So you wanted to know about Brooke and Tom Foster?
Yes, I do.
Well, to be honest, I don't remember too much about Tom. I spent most of my time with Brooke. Tom would go off skiing, and Brooke and I would just sit on the patio and babble on about all different sorts of things. But I do remember distinctly that Brooke was very happy each day when Tom would go off skiing, because she said it gave her a chance to not have to listen to Tom go on and on about Rotary. I guess apparently he was going to be the president of the Rotary of Santa Cruz or something, and he'd carry on and on about all the different Rotary duties he'd have, and I think Brooke got a little tired of it, hearing all about that. So, I mean, I guess that's about all I could say about them. Clearly, Tom Foster has left a lasting impression on the people of Sun Valley, Idaho. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Sunny Slopes, and thank you again to our affiliate KSUN in Sun Valley, Idaho. For more on the crisis at Santa Cruz Rotary, we're going to Robin Steele. Robin? Now for a special report from deep inside the Santa Cruz Rotary, Robin Steele.
Yeah, we understood that there were some possible payoffs. But what I'm curious about is, do you know anything about the event planning, the annual Rotary fundraiser that the president-elect is responsible for?
Well, you know, I wasn't on that committee, I don't think. But from what I understand is that Tom wasn't in the committee. I mean, he was supposed to be the head of the committee. He was the chair, he being the president-elect. But as far as I heard, he wasn't there.
So, I'm sorry,
Are you
did I
saying-
hear you correctly? He was not, the president-elect is supposed to run the entire event planning. Where was he?
Well, if you're asking me where he was, I would just be guessing. I know Tom likes skiing, and in the past, he did go to Sun Valley, Idaho, to spend his winters. And I can't confirm that. But if you want my speculation, that's what I speculate.
Tell me a little bit about, Tom's presidency, how were the meetings?
Well, you know, I happen to like going to the meetings, but I did notice that the attendance was down. And I think Tom noticed the attendance was down too, because that became one of his big pushes, was to recruit members. And to tell you the truth, he actually did a good job recruiting members. And once again, there's speculation there. I'm not sure how he did it.
Well, that's a very good question, and I was interested in it, but didn't really feel like I had the time, you know, being new to Santa Cruz and being new to the Sentinel and all. But I just was persuaded by this president that we have in ways that, you know, I'm just not comfortable in really talking about, but I can tell you it was very persuasive. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Now for a special report from deep inside the Santa Cruz Rotary, Robin Steele.
Could I tell you something else about the meetings, though, since you're asking? During the meetings, I would have to say that Tom was somewhere else. His mind was always somewhere else. You know? Well, you could see it. I mean, whenever we had a guest speaker, Tom was hiding behind his laptop. And why do people hide behind laptops? You're supposed to be paying attention. Everybody else does.
He wasn't paying attention to the speaker at all?
Well, I didn't think so, but I'm just one opinion. Yeah, I mean, you know, texting. I mean, I think he may have even texted me once or twice during the meetings. I can't say for sure. I don't want to say for sure.
Tell me then, do you think that Tom had a good handle on the infrastructure of the Rotary entire district and how Rotary International and function?
Are you sure that people can't identify who I am?
Yes.
I'm at the district conference. I think I told a lot of you I got to meet one of my all-time sporting idols, Johnny Mosley, and first thing he says, "Hey, you want to wear my gold medal?" And I'm like, "Shit, yeah, I do."
Johnny Mosley, can I have a second of your time? I just wondered what happened today earlier. There was a huge commotion at the district conference at Squaw Creek. What happened today?
Well, let me tell you, I was letting people wear my gold medallion. You know, it's just sort of a nice gesture. And there's this one fellow, he wouldn't give it back. Tom Foster, he just wouldn't give it back.
"Hey, you want to wear my gold medal?" And I'm like, "Shit, yeah, I do."
I just can't imagine how the Rotary Club of Santa Cruz survives.
Well, it was an ongoing crisis for 2 years. We felt that Tom was almost trying to sabotage our club. For 2 years, it was like, were we really going to stay together? So, I mean, you picked up on that. Actually, I would say the only reason that the club is still intact is because he was lucky enough to have a board of directors.
Okay, what is your greatest regret, Tom?
I am quite sure that by September, the club will no longer exist. I have so thoroughly screwed this up that I don't think we'll make it to Christmas.
Was there one thing in particular that you did that really just screwed the pooch?
Oh, God. You know, I didn't have complete control over it, but when I selected my board of directors, I had no idea who I was dealing with. And it turns out they were completely unmanageable renegades who seemed pretty hell-bent on my destruction and the destruction of the club.
I'm Brian Williams. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Finally, folks, we have some good news to report about Santa Cruz Rotary. As you know, last year we've brought you several news reports. We're happy to report this evening that Janet Krasow has been elected the new president, and we actually have some exclusive footage. So let's roll exclusive footage. Anything you want to say to anybody in particular in the club? Poke a little fun, have a little fun with anybody?
Everyone. When I sit back amongst you, I will make a point of surprising each and every one of you individually in some way, in a public way. So I rest easy.